Empowerment Squared, and then give the last word to each of our panelists very briefly, please.
I'll try my best to be very brief. I'll try my best to be as brief as I can. But I want to just mention a few things. When we talk about migrant youth in general, something I haven't heard around the age bracket that we're given what we define as migrant youth, from 15 to 29 in some cases. However, what we've often seen is that the level of maturity that we're seeing from people who are migrant youth is sometimes beyond the 40 and 50-year-olds. So we are designing programs that suit your average 15 to 29-year-olds. When they're sitting there and thinking to themselves, why are you doing this to me? Some of them are already carrying the burden of sustaining their households. Some of them are already the only member of the family that is looked up to take care of everybody. When we treat them like the average 15 to 24 years old, 29 years old, when the truth is the level of sophistication and complexity they're dealing with is far beyond what we're actually dealing with. Another issue is around the pressure to work. We often talk about jobs, and jobs. And what we often fail to realize is that the quality and level of time you require to acquire the education or training you need to function properly in our society, especially developed economies, is very sophisticated in just getting a job. So what often happens is that migrant youth end up in precarious work that often undermine their ability to be successful in their host countries compared to the kind of job that they should be competing for if they have access to the level and time of training and education that's actually required. Another thing is also the definition of youth versus the reality of their responsibility. It's about time that local authorities start to look at youth based on the context of their experiences, compared to saying what we consider as youth between the ages of 15 to 29 in the United States or in Canada or in Norway, compared to someone coming from sub-Saharan Africa, which is much different in realities. Non-binding agreements as well. I always get the creep when I hear about our agreements being non-binding, because I think we need to push governments and local authorities much more to find ways of enacting framework that will require some accountability. It's okay to have the non-binding agreement, but what it is if the local authorities are not enacting the framework that will allow them to say, yes, we are making every effort that we can to the best of our ability to live up to those agreements, even though they are non-binding. And I will wrap up by talking about migrant youth being used as scapegoats for failures of local governments. The failure of local governments to deal with the issues in their countries it's become so easy to blame migrant youth as the problem, as the reason why all of these things are happening. And I would like to see the difference between economic migrants and humanitarian migrants, because people assume that economic migrants are wealthy people. When I know that some of my friends who are economic migrants, the entire village had to sell everything they had to send one son somewhere to try and become successful so that they can actually help them. Thank you.
Thank you for your passionate remarks. I'd like to give the floor back to the panel just for 1 or 2 minutes each for